Self-improvement will ruin your life.
Wait, what? How? I thought self-improvement was supposed to be good for you.
Well, that's because self-improvement will introduce enemy number one. An enemy so vile, it will diminish all your achievements. It will rob you of every mode of enjoyment you've ever had in your life so that nothing is fun or fulfilling anymore. And it will constantly tell you how much of a failure and how pathetic you are. That enemy is yourself, bro. Feel free to skip this section only if you have the attention span of a goldfish. When I first found self-improvement, I was in grade 8 and I was sold the ideal life that I thought I needed to live. Hustle culture made me think that it needed to be perfect. I needed impeccable consistency every single day, no bad habits. But more than that, self-improvement introduced self-awareness into my life. It taught me to look inward and really analyze myself. It showed me that the things I was doing, like video games, junk food, scrolling, were bad for me, and that I should be chasing values like discipline, motivation, and fulfillment. That all sounds extremely good, but the problem was, I was 14, bro. Like, let a little jit relax a little bit, goddamn. My immature, prepubescent brain began to adopt these ideas as universal truth that needed to be followed at all circumstances. But of course, naturally, I fell short of these high expectations because I was 14. What the hell? And so every day, I would go to sleep with so much motivation, only to wake up, scroll, play video games, and do nothing the entire day. So I was essentially living the exact same life as before self-improvement. Only now, I was self-aware enough to know that I was destroying myself. This completely robbed me of my ability to enjoy anything. Because I was so much happier playing my 8 hours of Valorant every day without the stupid ass voice in my ear just being like, oh, you're wasting time, you're procrastinating. Life became a constant mental review of myself. How many hours did I work today? Did I waste time? Did I meditate today? I didn't become happier when I became aware. I just became obsessed with tracking my flaws. And you know, I saw my friends start going to the gym, getting jacked, being more popular at school, all the things that I wanted. I saw them improving in life even though I was supposed to be the guy on self-improvement. I saw people who weren't on self-improvement, who played video games, who ate junk food, run fucking circles around me in life because they didn't have this problem of being too self-aware. And so this continued for almost 3 years. 3 years of self-hatred fueled by self-awareness. Now gradually that changed, and that's a story for another video because this section's already like 5 minutes long, goddamn. But the great passion and excitement that I originally had for self-improvement turned into a great hatred that destroyed my ego, destroyed my brain, and especially crushed my ambition. And overall, man, it just fucking sucked, bro. It was a bad period of my life. I've done tons of thinking about this, and I think it really boils down to 3 main reasons. And understanding these is really, really important. If you're still watching this video, I'll imagine you're at least somewhat similar to me. You relate to my story. That means you're similar to me. And if you're similar to me, you've probably made similar mistakes. But also, that means that the same solutions are gonna apply to you. Number 1, I was already an overthinker. I already scrutinized myself even before self-improvement just about different things. The self-awareness I learned from self-improvement amplified my already wild overthinking brain and turned it into a weapon of extreme doubt and insecurity aimed at myself. And to be honest, overthinking and self-improvement go hand in hand. Since self-improvement naturally invites things like reflection, right? Like analyzing yourself. And the line between analyzing yourself and overthinking is virtually non-existent. Like, it's so hard to tell. Even now, I'm in a constant war between my overthinking tendencies and self-reflection. I guess that's just the baggage this shit comes with. Number 2, identity attachment. I built my entire identity and self-worth around self-improvement, which is why every failure felt like an attack on my identity, on who I was at my very core. And that's why failing things stung so fucking badly, because it wasn't just, oh, I scrolled today. It was, am I really cut out for this? What if I'm destined to stay this way forever? What if I never change? Which is a much deeper melancholic pain. It's like when you obsess over your sport and all your friends know you as the badminton guy, but you're secretly extraordinarily mid and you're kind of shit at it. And you know that you're kind of shit at it, so you feel like a fraud. That creates a much deeper wound. And that was literally what I was also dealing with at the time. Like, that was literally something that I was also going through. Number 3, the perfect ideas given to me by social media. Yeah, you've heard this one before, but it's important to me, so saying it again. Social media naturally shows the most extreme version of things possible because that's what goes viral. So the version of self-improvement that I was immediately introduced to wasn't like 1% better every day. It was grind, grind, grind. You're worthless if you ever do a single bad habit. You need to be perfect, work harder. And that meant that I had this extremely high expectation of myself that I could never reach. which meant that I was always scrutinizing myself and that I could never reach the life that I wanted to live. The consistent disparity between my high expectations of myself given to me by social media and the brutal reality that I was not where I wanted to be in life created a void in which I was sucked in and spit out. I was focused on intense, fast, and immediate growth. I was impatient, and I didn't internalize yet that things take time. But more importantly, that it's okay for things to take time. After all, you've been building these bad habits for what? Years of your life? How can you expect to destroy them within like a week? That's just not possible. Okay, so here's the most important part. I'm gonna share with you the most important things that I feel like helped me fix this problem, fix my self-awareness, so that way you can self-improve faster. Number one, don't let failures change your identity. Your identity and your self-worth is so much more valuable than you think it is. How you see yourself is how you will convey yourself in the world. Therefore, it's very important to protect your identity. If you procrastinate, you are a motivated individual who did a lazy thing, not a lazy person. Because the more that you accept that you're lazy, unmotivated, undisciplined, can't do it, the worse you'll actually perform. So even if it's not necessarily true, like you could actually be a lazy piece of shit, I feel like protecting your identity as a motivated individual on self-improvement is not only more functional, but it's also a better way to live. Because if you treat every mistake as evidence that you're a failure, well, like, fuck, no wonder you're so miserable, right? Number two, accept that growth takes a ridiculous amount of time. This one's kind of obvious. Your goal shouldn't be perfection right off the bat. Like, it took me 4 years to get to now where I think I'm at a decent spot in my self-improvement. People fight addictions for decades. Some people never even try. And one thing you gotta understand is that real growth isn't consistent. Real growth is sporadic. It's fucking everywhere. It goes backwards sometimes. But as long as you keep trying, you will improve. And that's an inevitable fact of life. One idea that helps you a lot is to stop thinking about self-improvement as a daily thing where you gotta become 1% better every day, but rather as like a monthly thing. So instead of, oh, my screen time tomorrow is gonna be 1 hour, say my average screen time across the next month is gonna be 2 hours. And the month after that, maybe 1.5 hours, maybe 1 hour. I feel like thinking this way invites failure and it accepts the fact that there's gonna be a lot of days where you're gonna do worse than your expectations, but that's okay, as long as the average is better than you did some self-improvement. In other words, I just think it's way more realistic than thinking about it in a daily mannerism. Lastly, stop living in your head. There's a time to analyze yourself, and there are times when you just need to be in the present moment. Too many people, not even on self-improvement, live in their heads. They live in a constant state of anxiety for the future and regret of the past. It's like Master Oogway said, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. And that's why it's called the present. Bang! Self-improvement isn't just about hustling, making money, getting girls. It's learning to love the little things in life. It's learning to simply breathe, to express gratitude, to love those around you, and to love yourself. I spent years staring at myself, my bad habits, my flaws, my mistakes, my future. But ironically, the happiest I've ever been is in the present moment, is in the now. Video's done, but if you want to practice some gratitude, leave a nice comment down below. I read every comment and it really, really makes my day whenever someone comments. I'd appreciate a sub too, if you can. I'd freaking love a sub, bro. I try to make one of these every week, so if you like this one, look forward to next Sunday. Ciao.